such an honor to be here today in front of all you honored veterans out here. I spent 28 and a half years. I had the opportunity to spend 28 and a half years active duty United States Army. It started out with my first 25 months in Vietnam. During that time, I had the opportunity to work with the Hmong Lao. I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and many, many of the other lives of our helicopter pilots that you rescued and worked with to bring them from North Vietnam to South Vietnam, and all of the other veterans that you worked with. In 1992, when I was on active duty station at Fort McCoy, I had an opportunity to take my wife at that time and my 10-year-old daughter to Washington, D.C. While we were there, we went and visited the wall, the Vietnam Memorial. And as we stood at the top, looking down into the center to the V, there was a group of ladies down there dressed in white with white hats, and they were all crying and very somber. And my daughter looked up at me and said, "Dad, who are those? What are they doing?" And I told her those ladies down there belong to an organization called the Gold Star Mothers. And a Gold Star mother is somebody who lost a child during a time of conflict. And she stopped, my daughter looked up at me, tears in her eyes, and said, "Thank God Grandma is not a Gold Star mother, or I wouldn't be here today." It made me stop and think and reflect back to that 25 months that I spent in Vietnam, and to how many other families and professions were alive and doing so well in the United States at that time because of the Hmong Lao veterans. It also made me stop and think a little bit deeper about the other countries that were there in Vietnam. Many of us have forgotten about the Canadians that served there. We have forgotten about the Australians who served in Vietnam with us. And just so many of the Republic of Korea veterans. My life, my family, my career, all is thankful because of you. You, the Hmong Lao veterans, I cannot say enough thank you. With that, I'd like to close and render a salute and a thank you to all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
James Bond to State Secretary Law Hai Lalu. Next up, I would like to invite James Bond, State Secretary, Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs.
Greetings, and thank you for the kind invitation to participate in today's ceremony. On behalf of Governor Tony Evers and the Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs, I am honored to stand here today and recognize Hmong Lao veterans for their service and the sacrifices they've made fighting alongside U.S. service members during the Vietnam War. Our nation is forever indebted to all those who were willing to put their lives at risk in defense of our liberty and freedom. We can never repay that debt, but we try. Events like this are the one way that we can do that. We gather today to recognize and celebrate the services that for too long have been unrecognized. We gather here in Cadott. Others are gathering in Madison. I am headed to Neillsville later today for yet another gathering. At all these events, we celebrate the service and sacrifices of the Hmong Lao forces who served under incredible circumstances with courage and perseverance. Unfortunately, too many veterans don't know or fully understand how bravely and honorably Hmong Lao forces fought. Too many Americans don't realize how they saved countless lives. And too many Americans don't understand how much these individuals lost. Many attempted to relocate to the United States and came here with nothing. Oftentimes, they weren't welcomed kindly or appropriately. We can't go back and change the past, but we can, and we should, make a priority to let people know about the contributions these brave soldiers made. Celebrations like this help ensure that future generations will know about the sacrifices that those soldiers and their families made. As by far the largest Asian American ethnic group in the state, more than 58,000 people of Hmong Lao descent live in Wisconsin. The Badger State is now home to the country's third largest population of Hmong veterans. The vibrant and distinct cultures of Hmong and Asian American communities in Wisconsin, from families who have lived in Wisconsin for generations to recent immigrants and refugees, are now an integral part of our state's identity. I was proud to share the stage with Wisconsin Hmong Lao veteran of American President Lieutenant Naushua Chi-Young at a Veterans Day celebration in Eau Claire. And I was honored to join him in Governor Evers' office at the Capitol for a bill signing for Wisconsin Act 205, which allowed persons admitted to the United States under the Hmong Veterans Nationalization Act to have their veteran status indicated on a driver's license or identification card. WDVA is committed to working with veteran service organizations and local and regional partners to solve today's challenges. Last year, I had the chance to meet with Maya Zung Vu from Madison Hmong Institute to talk about ways that we can work together. My team is interested in increasing cooperation with others who can connect us with Hmong Lao veterans and the communities that they are a part of. So I will finish with an offer and a request. WDVA is here for you and for your community. We want to be your partner, but we need your input. Keep the lines of communication open. Let us follow the example of Hmong Lao soldiers who fought alongside American forces in Vietnam. Together, we are stronger. Thank you.
Tom Tiffany, U.S. Congressman, District 7. All right, next up I would like to invite Tom Tiffany from U.S. Congressman.
Nice to meet you. Yes, Ms. Stafford. Good morning. This is a beautiful day. I'm not the congressman. I am Maggie Cronin from Congressman's Wausau office. He currently is on his way back to Washington, so he wasn't able to be here today with you, so he asked me to come in his place. Today we recognize and pay tribute to the extraordinary sacrifices of the Hmong and Lao veterans who fought alongside the United States during the Vietnam and Secret War. Wisconsin Bill designates May 14th the anniversary of the last airlift of the Hmong and Lao veterans out of Laos in 1975 as Hmong Lao Day. As a former teacher myself in Wausau, I am elated that schools across Wisconsin will now be teaching Hmong history and observe this day while discussing the important sacrifices that the Hmong and Lao veterans did with their students each and every year. As we know, Hmong soldiers fought alongside the American soldiers during this covert war and assisted the American effort in preventing communism from spreading deeper into Southeast Asia. a fight that is still happening today. Today we honor the brave individuals, some of whom are with us here today at this ceremony and others that are not, for their courage, resilience, and determination to help protect and defend and share information with the American forces. We owe it to our Hmong veterans that fearlessly served and fight against communism to give them the distinction and recognition that they deserve. That is why Congressman Tom Tiffany co-sponsored the American Congressional Gold Medal Act. Representative Glenn Grothman from Wisconsin also introduced that bill. This legislation would allow and award Congressional Gold Medal to our Hmong veterans that honorably served in the Vietnam War and give them the recognition that they deserve. Representative Tiffany also co-sponsored the Special Guerrilla Unit Veterans Service Recognition Expansion Act. This bill will expand burial access for our Hmong and Lao veterans from the Vietnam War to be included individuals naturalized before 2000. Currently, only those after 2000 can be buried in a national cemetery. These veterans have made contributions to our nation, and this recognition has been earned and well deserved. He co-sponsored an amendment to move this effort forward, which was approved by the House of Representatives. So today, it is my honor to represent Congressman Tom Tiffany and be with you here today and honor the sacrifices that you and your families and families across the nation have had. Thank you.
Okay. Up next, I would like to invite Her from Fast Ground.
Today it is a beautiful day. Many people has been saying, but I have to repeat. Excuse me. My language is not quite good, but try to understand. I have grown in the farmer family. After I graduated from my high school, and I got a job hired from the Central Agency of America by Mr. Bellick and Jim Bell. I have been working under the American Squadron 2. I will speak both languages mixing together. Cô lúc bây giờ thổ lùa giờ chưa hơn, nhưng nó giờ anh ghé tu sinh hơn. Cô cần tới ta thì cô bị tàu chạy cho họ lửa qua lòng đời biểu lệ theo Jim Bell. Thầu cũng một cái ta. So I got a job of abbreviation of FAG. FAG went forward a guy. So I have to respond for the truth that like we are here in 911 when we have fight. When the fault is come and the truth is needed me to speak ground to air and air to ground and to lead the airstrike. For our friendly here and for our troop here, for the safety, not to be made mistake, got the bombing. 用现到我弄那股多着的呢，那被交朋友呢，不么都多天，被交朋友我要好把呢，都找妹我small department FAG 不么都多要好多天，什么呀？
是喜欢是较好的那多，
那伊
拉亚加入边呢。
那伊要对，那伊更要对那伊，他个小晒，他个小个老怎么晒？ 个老怎么样？ So he has been flew with the Raven American pilot who come over to cover when we have fought.
哎，这是有I feel worried.
So this guy is called FAC. So I'm the FAG. So we all working together. We are a small group. So we have, after I graduate from the training of aviation language speaking, like speaking English to the airplane. After I graduate, we don't have real name because we work in the secret, and we don't use our real name. So in our region too, we have so many call signs to go with this troop. Since we have Lulu, we have Rainbow, we have Telstar, we have Hunter, we have Tiger Mobile, we have Pogo, we have Puppy, we have Kneecap, we have Redhead, and Koi Man, Red Tiger, White Rose, Blue Moon, Lobo, Kingpin, Shamrock, Watts. This will be our name. At the field. So he will flew with all Raven. In region 2 we have Raven number 20 to 30. So many of Americans who came with him.
And my call sign was a Robin 07. Not quite 007, but Robin 07.
And also our small department, we have about 26 or more. Some still alive, some still be here, and some have been killed, some have been captured, some have been kept for seminar, reading education. So I won't say the 26 or more name here, we have it, but I will remember our team and our group that who has been killed and mixing in action, like Gao Li, Xia Gu, Kampon, Ge Xiong, Ying Pa Xiong, Bi Kang, Lieutenant Zhong Wa, and Lieutenant He Wang. has been killed in the action. During the action, we have been killed. And 2 others were care for re-education after ceasefire during Vietnam War and Secret War. Major Lee Teng and Chu Xiong and Vam Pao Xiong has been kept for re-education camp in Laos at the Vieng Sai Sam Nuak province. So when we work, it's very difficult. And our language is limited to speaking. And 比较多找，被总朋友，被我能够找下的人，这国家嘛，被我找里指教的人，就是每一家只么被人之后呢，就好点头，爬个包，被我一路 reunion， 就每家只把大了，每家只把多。结果这东部的那都没事，因为好被洗了个，被多么专门查掉了，波着被路带路走。And I'm very proud that I have been part of the Secret War in the American Army Squadron who has been flew over Laos. And in Laos, we have a secret radar that after we lost Pupati is a big name for us and for heritage for us. And then we use an aircraft C-130. During the day, it called cricket. And during the night, it's called Cat. So anyone who familiar with this, for 24 hours, flew on the air to cover us and to helping to our region too during the Secret War. And today it is the day to remember our friend, our troop, American, Thai, and Hmong Laos, who lost their life and who missing in the action. And I'm very proud to be part of this and to serve my country and part of the Americans to protect the communist region over Southeast Asia. And also we helping the Americans to protect the Asia that communist is going to cover all the Asia. So we have to help, and the South Vietnam has been exposed to Laos. So we need to protect our country and also to do the job for the Mr. Belly and the General Wang Pao. So I'm today, thank you very much for the American government that has been allow us to resettle in this country. I'm very proud and I thank you and thank you again. Thank you.
Good morning, and very nice to meet all of you. This is the first time that I came to Cadott. I used to live in Wisconsin, but now I'm in Minnesota. So today I supposed to bring that Hill helicopter here with the pilot, but then as of Sunday, the pilot said the plane is leaking fuel and we can't take off. So I decided to drive over here to join you guys, and I really appreciate your time. And when I was a soldier in Laos, I flew with the American Special Air Force, known as a Raven. And we were hunting for the target, and once we found the target, we called the alley cat or called it cricket to send a fighter bomber, and we destroyed the target. So I started working in 1970 until 73 with the American. Every 6 months, the American pilot rotation, they were gone. And I don't know their name. I know them by call sign as a Raven 20, 21, and until 29. And they don't know my name either. Recently, I ran into a Raven 29 who live in Texas, and he already a colonel in the Air Force, retired. So I took for 2 years. I flew with the American Air Force. I accumulate 1,580 combat missions, over Ho Chi Minh Trail and over Region 2. So American flew 2 missions today, and the pilots had gone take a nap. But I have a third one with another pilot, so I flew 3 missions today. And as I remember, for those 2 years, I probably have a couple weekends off. That's it. I have no vacation like any other group. And our group, we have 29% loss, federal loss. And the Raven, the pilots group, 11%, which is the highest group that lost during the war. So I'm very proud to be part of the Raven. Our group known as the Robin. So we'll sit behind the pilot, and we do translation for the pilot through a ground troop and back to the pilot and then to the air, and then eventually we get a bomber to strike our targets. So วันนี้เจ้าจะโอตุตาชดากุยาหน่อยยิ่งยงยังบอดเตกูยาอีตัวแฟกอากาศกุยาเจ้าวันยาซีป้อใหม่ดอเมริกากุยาตัวอ้อชงกุยาตัวอีพาจีบัวอีเจ้าฟรีนะแล้วก็แต่ต่อไปป้อจะฟรีนะมายาอเมริกาเทอีฟรีตื่นนะอีดอลลาร์ตัวเป็นอะจะเบี้ยจุดคิดไปจานได้เจไปเจ็บป้อแต่ไปยานเราไปเจอ用些比较高度照，那时候我多少的就那整件，别个伢做拉下大肚呢，但是得肚古摸毛茶，得肚古好我只摸毛还给别说整伢，这些的旅行，也不计较上了，别多中山那天有同志的时候，一大个那周末只是给那干伢用。到帮你们有得到当了被总孤独照，我那些照。
当地呢，是叫Carl Stuvingen law. Hi, I'll be Luke. Okay. Up next, I would like to invite Carl Stuvingen.
On behalf of the 70,000 members of the American Legion family in Wisconsin, I bring you greetings. My name is Carl Stuving, and I'm the state commander of the Wisconsin American Legion. Memorial Day, Veterans Day are special occasions. As veterans, we have a sacred duty to remember our brothers and sisters who paid the sacrifice, the supreme sacrifice in defense of liberty. And ceremonies like this help us recall with reverence in remembrance, their faces, their stories, their names, and also allows us to pass those faces and stories on to future generations, that they too remember the sacrifices of our brothers and sisters. So I thank you for the invitation here this morning, and I look forward to the rest of the day's ceremonies. Thank you.
Okay, former State Senator Davidson.
There is such joy here, such honor, more that's deserving. Psychologists and physiologists say that if you sit down for more than 20 minutes, you lose up to 90% of your retention. Would everybody please stand and give all those warriors a big hand. Give them a big hand. They deserve it. You too, George, come on, up. I got 3 minutes. You are here. There's 97 ways that this is the only place in the world that recognizes veterans and their loved ones the way that the Wisconsin Veterans Tribute to Citizen Soldier Monument does. Did you know that in the United States of America, perhaps the first place, the very first place to recognize Hmong warriors, Hmong soldiers, was here, right here? Did you know General Vang Pao took a ride on my motorcycle twice here and twice in high ground? General Vang Pao. In those years, 172 Hmong were awarded by the Vietnam Veterans of America, the Wisconsin Veterans Tribute, and the Veterans of Foreign Wars and American Legion certificates, praising them for their service in the Vietnam War. Did you know that about 10,000 plus Americans, Canadians, Australians, English, and South Koreans owe their lives to what you did interrupting the Ho Chi Minh Trail? General Vang Pao was here when Roger Stiles, an Air Force pilot, had saved his life. Roger Stiles passed away a few years ago from Jim Falls. Roger Stiles kept strafing a hill by the radar station in northern Laos, which we did not know until the end of the Vietnam War could not have allowed B-52s to fly in all of Southeast Asia. General Vang Pao and you protected that radar station. Roger Stiles saved General Pao's life. General Vang Pao said, "What can I do later on to show my appreciation?" And Roger Stiles, remember this, he said, "I want an AK-47. General Vang Pao gave him a case in Cosmoline, 12 AK-47s, fully automatic. To this day, I think they're up by Jim Falls. Another thing that happened that you should be aware of, in 2007, Rolling Thunder in Washington, D.C., the largest motorcycle, the largest parade ever in the United States, 400,000 motorcycles. After that meeting, we helped orchestrate a meeting with General Vang Pao and some of the Laotians to raise money. CIA and FBI on June 4th, 2007, arrested 9 of General Vang Pao's lieutenants and himself. Come to find out, the CIA and the FBI were doing joint sting operations independent of each other. I am led to believe. When I was in Sacramento at the courthouse with General Vang Pao, I was there when his wife passed away. I don't know if anybody ever said they're sorry. You know how we can say they're sorry in the United States government? Is allow General Vang Pao to be buried at Arlington Cemetery. We've been championing that. We've had petitions. And just last summer, the precedent has been established that non-military persons, allies, can be buried at Arlington. Let's do it. On 9 motorcycles for 1.5 million miles, I fly that flag to represent the world's indigenous peoples, Eskimos, Indians, Native Americans, Aborigines. You are representing all those people on those flags. God bless you. In closing, I'd like to just say that there's so much to be proud of, what you've done. Every one of you has a story. Every veteran, every family member has a story. It's not real unless it's put into writing. It's not real unless you put it into writing. My 3 minutes are up. Otherwise, God bless you if anybody wants to talk to me. And I can't shave or cut my hair until I do a couple more movies. So this is not the way I look. So God bless you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much for my great honor, friends, former Senator Descent. Without him, so we don't have a time to come to put the Laos flag here, and I get this opportunity to thank you, Descent, and also the sign on the monuments here behind us that without him, see no side of him, the Vietnam veteran is here. So he is also a Vietnam veteran. Thank you very much, former Senator Descent. I remember the year 2007, not 2005, General Van Pao, and he is here. I still remember. Và nè mình nhận lại sai thằng nào, giờ nó giờ tụi cho lại sau nè, để sai tao thì thế là phụ nó bỏ bung, nhau gì rồi, cho món nên rồi, nhau bỏ luôn bỏ chỉ bỏ tàn, lò trong thế là phụ xuống thì họ chỉ tới chỉ cho lại nè, giờ nó giờ tụi cho lại sau, để đó tao nên mình nhận nè, nè lấy số sát thì thôi chỉ giờ chỉ muốn cho số này cho nó thế. Tòn đây nào bên mà chùa thì biết ô tô chạm thì.
Tòn đây nó cụ thể cho bất thang cầu ý sinh Bắc Kinh ba. I would like to invite President of the 18th Clan Council of Wisconsin, Bắc Kinh Veng.
Good day, everyone. It is an honor to be here today and witness this, all my heroes. Because of you, that our generation survive, and because of you, that most of us, as a young generation, we are here in the great state. Because of each of you sacrifices that make us exist. I, as one of the descendants of Hmong, I appreciate and I salute each one of you. As my grandfather and my father also served in the Vietnam War, and my great father and my father also died in vain and sacrificed endlessly for this war. I am proud to be a Hmong descendant and to be your descendant, to be your son, and to be able to stand here and witness this day as we recognize our veterans, and also make today as a Hmong Day and Lao Veteran Hmong's Day today. Some of you may not know me, but I am Bucking. And I also have a name, legal name, an American's name, called Rick. I am Rick Vang, live in the states of Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Currently, I am the president of the Hmong 18 Council in the states of Wisconsin. You may not know how proud I am to represent our Hmong and to fight and represent each one of you in this great state of Wisconsin. And I hope that not only the state of Wisconsin, but in the future, to the United States and other countries will also recognize the Vietnam vet. I thank you for all the great leaders in the states of Wisconsin, for our government, for making this day as the Lao Veteran Hmong Day. As I come in here today and last night, I was celebrating with my children because my son is getting married Saturday this past weekend. And we have a 4-day celebration with my son. So as you can see, I lost a little bit of voice with my family. However, I told my youngest son this morning that you go to school and I will be headed out to Cadott. And to see the great day for the Hmong people. And my son said, Dad, is that really going to be Hmong Day? I said, yes, son. It's a Hmong Day. And as a history will be taught in school. And I hope one day you will learn the history. As of now, today you go to school. As the sun's not rise and me and my wife heading up here, we look at the skies as clear as ever. So I'm proud. And thank you, Patana Shua. Thank you, all the veterans. Thank you, all the leaders. Especially thank you to our parents and each one of you as our veterans and our heroes. I hope to spread the word to the young and to network to all organizations in the states of Wisconsin and in the United States, within our 52 states, to know the difference between any war and the Vietnam War. And I hope that our Hmong people in the government will work with us. And I am, again, just so much appreciated for this opportunity to serve and to be able to serve. Even though I was not able to serve during the Vietnam War, but I'm proud. And I will do my duty as a descendant of the Hmong to serve the Hmong people. That's why I represented the organizations of the Hmong 18 Council today. And thank you again so much for all of you guys. And I love you guys, and I'm proud. And I am one of your sons. And you are my father. I will care for you as you care for all of us. And thank you so much. If I can be any services to any one of you, you reach out to me and you contact me. If you did not contact me and I know that you are in need, I will come to you. And that is my promises to the Hmong and to my family in the states of Wisconsin. Thank you so much. And you have a great day. May God bless in each one of you guys with full strength, full health. Thank you.
Chiếc ca mùa nắng ba cái lúa cao rong đủ chi để treo lo chân cao thang bé mong giờ nhỏ giờ cầu của nàng dù sang ta lia của nàng của cha chỉ lu của mơ của gió kia cha mong tia của nàng của chỉ của bông chỉ và của lòng và mong cao mong nụ tư giờ kia chỉ ba kia hoa bê lơ nhà dân trên nhiều chiếc ca mùa nắng chỉ gần cái tàu nâng bông sao đang chỉ ba cái lúa cao rong đi lên tuy rằng chỉ được riêng sao đang bên rong đôi y thông nhia ở trái để chim bao cầu thành ba tê rong nồng nồng giờ kê chỉ ba sao đang đi thương yêu bao giờ thương lưu nền kia nhà mong cả lưu giờ kê chỉ ba kia hoa bê lưu nhà dân trên nhiều chiếc ca mùa nắng chỉ gần cái tàu nâng bông sao đang chỉ ba cái lúa cao rong
Okay, very good.
giờ kê chỉ ba kia hoa